'cause I'm missing you. Nobody knows it but me.
Hey folks, Mike here with the Be Venturous record team. I'm sitting here with singer-songwriter Wayne Warner and Juanita Lee, the head of promotions. Today we're talking about Kevin Sharp. The title of this episode is Remembering Kevin Sharp. So Wayne, I'd just like to begin with you and Juanita telling me how you first met Kevin and what Kevin was like off stage.
Well, I think, first of all, I'd always been a fan of Kevin's. The minute I heard Nobody Knows It But Me, I was a fan. And he was an artist that was on a label of a good friend of ours. And I want to say, I think we met Kevin for the first time when he came and sang on God Bless the Children.
It was.
And we clicked right away. You know, I was a fan, and Kevin, everybody knows that we lost Kevin a few years ago, way too early and way too young. And he wasn't feeling well, even during God Bless the Children, you know, but he stood on that platform for all those hours to do something that would help kids. He was always very charitable. And he did a lot of that, I forget the name of the show now, where you give a kids a dream, Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Make-A-Wish Foundation.
He was a spokesman for the Make-A-Wish Foundation because Kevin was a cancer survivor himself. In fact, for anyone who remembers seeing Kevin, he always shaved his head so he could relate to the kids that were going through treatment. And he'd go in there and visit with kids. I mean, you know, what a soul and what a singer. And so we worked on a couple of projects together. We did a country cruise together. That was a lot of fun, and I got to sing with him on that song, one of my career highlights. And then he joined us on another song called Dare the World, where we had, you may have to help me out, Juanita, we had our dear friend, an amazing talent, Jimmy Fortune, one of the Statler brothers, one of the best singers out there.
John Barry.
John Barry, another hard act to follow.
Linda Davis.
Yes, we had Linda Davis.
Colley.
Mark Colley. And I'm missing Mila Mason, another beautiful woman and great singer.
Brian White.
And Brian White. Brian White, always been a fan of his, and everyone remembers his Still the One with Shania Twain. And not to mention Brian's own string of #1 records. So it was, Wayne Warner was never a fan of doing videos, but that was one of the funnest videos we've ever done because we were just having fun together. And
it shows that in the video.
And I think the video displays that, yeah.
You could also tell in the behind the stage footage that you guys all worked really well together.
And behind the scenes footage, yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So what's your favorite memory, both of you, what's your favorite memory of Kevin?
Oh, well, definitely the cruise. I mean, we spent, a week out there, and there was a bunch of us on the cruise. Lone Star, who we had worked with before, and Kevin, and Jimmy, and Brian White. And, just a lot of hang time in each other's rooms, getting to know each other and jamming and singing. And again, he was having health issues. So, as an artist, you're so proud of somebody who is not feeling well, but go on that stage and just turn it on. And and he would do that night after night, and every performance he did, I'm sure. And that's the level of professionalism that I think a lot of people who've even done it for a lifetime don't reach.
Is there anything you'd like to add, Juanita?
No, just how impressed I was on, like Wayne was just saying, on the cruise. For anybody that's ever had a kidney stone, it's horrific. And he had a kidney stone during that cruise. And that
out there in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, and that man, he pulled through it. He had a hard time, but boy, you'd never know it. There was nobody that was at those shows that knew that he was in pain. We did, but nobody else did.
Kevin ultimately lost that battle. And I remember in the last months of his life, he was living in Texas, and I did have a chance to talk with him several times on the phone, and I'll always appreciate those conversations.
You performed, as a matter of fact, at his memorial.
Yes, that's right. I did perform at his memorial with a bunch of
Yeah.
another great cast of entertainers.
In fact, the guy that wrote his song.
That's right. Nobody knows was there.
Was there.
That's right. And if I remember it, I think Trace Atkins was. You know what? I just don't remember. There was a good crew there. Good crew. Kevin had a lot of friends. I mean, he had some big hits.
Excellent. Thank you.
'Cause I'm missing you. Nobody knows it but me.